Welcome to the Steel City Podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Steel City Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Byro, and next to me is my friend Michael and the new co-host of the Steel City Podcast. How are you doing today, Michael?
Oh, I'm fine. And you?
Good. So why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Michael Lopez. I'm 25 years old. I'm a Scorpio, if anyone cares to know. Born and raised in Lorain, Ohio. And in my spare time, I like to watch Vine and TikTok videos.
TikTok.
Yes, TikTok.
Why TikTok?
Well, I really didn't like the app from the start because how annoying the ads were.
Okay.
But honestly, when I downloaded it, I found some funny stuff. So it reminded me of Vine, so I
can't blame you. I downloaded TikTok too, but it's the main page has nothing but
cringy videos.
They're all
extremely cringy. They make my stomach quiver.
But it seems like they're trying too hard in those videos. It's the only ones that are decent at TikTok are the ones that came back from Vine. So what's your go-to Vine or TikTok? What Vine or TikTok gets you in the better mood whenever you're feeling down?
Marlon Webb. I like him.
Yeah, he is funny.
Cody Ko. And I want to say gaming. Like commentary gaming.
Oh, I know which one you mean. Okay. So describe one of Marlon Webb's videos. Whether it be on Vine, TikTok, or Facebook.
Like describe the whole video?
No, you just what happens.
Describe.
Yeah.
Well, I like the one where he throws his straw on the ground and he gets talked down to by his friend. And
yeah, I think I seen that video. And somehow the straw makes it all the way to the ocean
and chokes out a turtle. Yeah, that was funny.
So, what have you seen that's been going on in Lorain or surrounding areas?
Well, for one, people speeding down residentials, kids playing on the road and they still speed.
I have seen a lot of that. It seems like as the months and years go by, it's
getting worse.
The people around here are just
getting bad,
completely disobeying all traffic laws. Like, I know what you mean, because there's a street, Reed, that actually right around the corner. There used to be a light there on Reed and 8th Street where everybody would stop, but now since they took it out and it's all street signs, I see people going right past it, just like
blowing through the stop signs and all that.
Yeah, blowing right through the stop sign. They don't even stop. Actually, I almost got hit by a cop going down, trying to pass that street, sitting there because he wanted to roll right through the stop sign. I was taking my uncle to work, and like I completely stopped, and I see the lights, and he just tries, and I start going because I'm expecting him to stop, and he just gets right past the telephone pole before he even stops.
Just tries to go and doesn't care.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was like, your lights aren't even on, so what are you doing? Lights, sirens, nothing.
Yeah, they don't care. But
it's the thing. Cops should care.
Yeah, because that's their job. They're supposed to take it serious. So, if you were doing that, they would pull you over immediately.
Exactly.
And give you a ticket. But when they do it, they can sit there and text on their phone and drive.
They can work the laptop while they drive, which I don't understand how that's even possible. How do you look at a laptop and your cell phone while driving and trying to protect people?
I mean, I understand that they have to have that because they have to type in all the stuff like when they run your plates and all that. Yeah, but
that's the point. You go into a public driveway or a parking spot and then do it from there. You don't do it while you're driving and almost hit people. That's why I don't understand the law that they're basically covered in a bubble. They're protected by a bubble.
Yeah,
Because if they hit you, they can still, you can't sue them at all. And that, it's not fair.
it's ridiculous because they can hit you and get away with it, and you're basically screwed. You're out of a car because of their
Right?
actions.
And they're not going to pay for it. I seen the same thing happen on, what is that road? 21st and Reed, actually. Since they took out the light, people were blowing right through the stop signs and everything. And so all I hear about now is wrecks happening on that street. My mom got hit there because some lady tried to blow right through the stop sign. It's
Honestly, I don't even think these stop signs and these lights even matter because people are going to blow through them, period, because they don't care. And then you actually got some cops that won't pull you over and give you a ticket for it. Like I seen, okay, there where I live, there's train tracks and there's a sign that says no turning. Well, because
the no left-hand turn.
Yeah, no turning left because one, you got the train tracks right there, and if somebody's going fast and you're turning, they can hit you and guys can get into a wreck. And I seen a guy turn left right in front of a cop, and he just looks his way and just says whatever and just goes.
It's I don't know. It seems like
Times are getting bad.
I don't want to say that the cops are getting lazy. I don't want to say that because firefighters, and the EMS have the probably most important jobs inside city limits and stuff like that. Or actually, around the world, they have one of the most important jobs. It's protect, serve, and just help people when they can.
But there are cops that they get the job just to get it and not really
That's
do
true,
it and not
but
really
I've
do
seen-
much.
There was a time where I don't want to really admit it, but I was kind of speeding too. But there was a car next to me that was going even faster and going in and out of traffic, and I got pulled over, but that guy didn't. And I was like, I was thinking that guy's doing way worse than I am, and I'm getting pulled over.
Probably figured he couldn't catch up to him and decided to get you for it.
Yeah, so pull over the less dangerous guy for going maybe 5 miles over the speed limit.
But not
10,
pull over the guy who's going like 30, 40
Yeah.
miles over.
and going in and out of traffic. But it's
If they pick and choose instead of just doing the right stuff.
but the city's going downhill. I hate to admit it, but it's hasn't been the greatest city to live in throughout the last probably 4 years. It's been going down since.
I don't know. I'd probably say like 10, 12 years because
I don't know about 10 years. No,
probably a little too much, but still.
2009. It's still in the late MySpace days, 2009. So it's pretty good then. I want to say, well, okay, I think maybe 2012 it started going downhill. I don't know if it's because of the lack of police, because from what I seen when I was doing my ride-alongs is they only got, I think he said 16 cops on payroll, but they're only hiring like 1 or 2 every couple years, which don't make any sense, but it's because by the time that happens, somebody is retiring, so they have the same amount. But which reminds me is they're spending all this money redoing Broadway and the bridge, but they can't pay for more cops.
Don't understand that.
I don't understand how it's taken so long to fix the bridge. Have you noticed how long it's been already? Months.
Yeah, they take forever on that. They take forever on roads.
Yeah, but
They take forever. Everything they
take
do.
forever because for some reason they're deciding. I'm sure the mic picked that up.
Oh, definitely. Can't miss
But,
that. That's all you hear in Lorain, Ohio is sirens.
Is sirens, and
every minute.
lately for the past year, it's all I've been hearing is gunshots.
Gunshots, sirens. That's all you hear. Sirens go off every minute and a half. There was
maybe around you because you're closer to the main strip of right to the hospital.
Well,
that could be a reason.
Well, yeah, but I mean, last year I heard a lot in, I want to say like November. There's a lot of police sirens, ambulance every couple of minutes. I was like, man, this is getting out of control. This whole town, this whole city is.
It is.
It's getting real bad.
When I look at when I go over, whenever I go to Save-A-Lot or the dollar store over on 4th Street, that's all I see is like they're all in a row too. Well, not in a row, like next to each other, but there's like 4 people in front of each of the stores in that strip. There's somebody in front of Save-A-Lot. There's somebody in front of the dollar store. There's somebody in front of the post office, and there's somebody in front of the One Stop. And they all ask you for change. Every one of them.
See, I can understand if they want a little help, but they're actually, they're getting food and water and stuff, and not blowing it on,
cigarettes or alcohol.
Yeah, you can't really trust
drugs.
them. You can't really trust them because
not the ones around here, anyways. I mean,
well, you can't trust them all. You gotta. I mean,
from what I see or from what I'm told, is that when most of those people who are standing there are from the homeless shelter over there on 28th Street. But from what I'm told is they get paid being there. They get money.
Wait, what do you mean?
They get money for being there because they're homeless. They have no money, so they get paid for being there. They get like some type of money. And if they're not getting that, they're getting a Social Security check.
But not the I don't know. Do criminals get Social Security? Because from what I was hearing, that
I don't know if they get that, but I'm sure they still get the little basic allowance they get for all the homeless people they get. Yeah,
because what I was told, I think people who have felonies and all that, major felonies and stuff,
I don't know.
They don't get it.
But that place is a little. The homeless shelter on 28th Street. It's not. They treat people like, I know a lot of them. Well, probably not even a lot. Probably half, if not maybe a little less, a little more, are criminals. But they treat all of them like they're criminals.
Yeah, not all of them are like that. And you got to think
like
too.
Inside there, they have to sit there and have everything searched. They have to have everything handed over. They can't have anything themselves. And
you're saying they got to give up their stuff?
They have to give up their stuff
until they leave?
Yes.
Like
they can't have anything to eat in there past the little cafeteria, and if they bring something to eat, they have to surrender it. If they have something to drink, they have to surrender it.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You're telling me they can't have something to drink. That's a load.
That's from what I'm told. I'm not
too certain.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but if it's like that, I was told by somebody there that it's what it's like. But I'm not sure if they were exaggerating. If they are, then it's wrong on their part to lie. But if they're not, it's wrong on. I don't know if it's funded by Lorain or if it's a church or if it's some private owner. I shouldn't be treating people like that.
I can understand if they search if they search just to make sure you're not bringing in weapons. Because
I can see that. I can see searching for weapons.
Make sure you're coming in. You're going to be,
but taking their food and
that's ridiculous.
Their drinks, their medicine. How do you do that?
Yeah, that's their food. How are they supposed to eat throughout the day and drink whatever throughout the day?
I'm like, they're homeless. They're not all criminals.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie
I
to
mean,
you.
gotta treat them like it's not jail.
I've given a few homeless people some money.
So
just,
have I.
just out of
But
trust.
what got me wondering if the homeless people were really asking money to eat was when I had a few bucks left and I seen this homeless guy on Tower Boulevard, and it was Tower and I want to say Oberlin Avenue. He was holding a sign out there. He's only out there in winter months or when it's like really cold. I've never really seen him during
the summer,
and I don't understand that. But what got me wondering is I didn't have no small bills on me at the time. I went and got him some McDonald's and I brought it back. I got him a coffee and like a breakfast sandwich. And I took it to him and he took it and like rolled the top up a little bit and sat it down. So I figured he'd probably eat it later. I came back there a little bit. He was still there. Bag is still sitting there. And he's still asking for money. And then the next day, I see different people there. Same sign, though. I'm like, you people really homeless?
They could.
Or
just
are you
be, they
guys
could
just one
be,
of those?
They could just be one of those people that
Like
have money, but they're trying to get
other
more.
people's money instead of spending their own.
Yes.
I'm like, but how do you people do that? It's like, that's why people don't help a lot of homeless people because they can't tell if they're really homeless or not.
And then what people do, like I heard this one guy talking, he said he bought, I don't know if it was Burger King or McDonald's, but he bought some fast food for a homeless person that said they were hungry, and he took it up to them and they got mad about it. It's like, you're claiming you're hungry. I would take it if I was homeless and I was hungry. I'd take it. I wouldn't complain. That's free food.
Yeah.
And you're not starving.
Right.
Nowadays, you can't really trust. You can't really give anything or trust them because you never know if they're telling the truth. You never know if it's just a person that's got money and they're just out there begging because they don't want to spend theirs.
Yeah.
They want to just keep making more. Like I don't know if this really that true. I seen YouTube videos, but I don't know if it's staged or not, but you see people that are doing that.
You can't really trust anything that's on the internet anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, like, imagine you're just sitting there and you actually see somebody doing that, and then you just watch them, and then they go into a nice car. That would make me mad. I would, if I seen that person, I wouldn't give them money anymore. I wouldn't give them nothing. I would actually post it just so people could know, be aware that it's just somebody scamming, because that's not right. People actually are out there starving, and there are actually people out there that are seriously starving and stuff, and they want food for them and their family, and they can't because people out there are taking advantage, lying, buying drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, instead of doing what they need to with the money to help them survive until they get like some kind of luck and get on their feet and change themselves.
Yeah. How did we get on talking about the homeless when we were just talking about the bridge?
I don't know. It's a problem. It still is. I mean, it is a big problem because you got people begging for money, and then you got people lying about what they need for money. Like I came across a woman one day. She was begging for money. I was like, for gas. I was like, how about if I just take you to the gas station since I only got a card on me? I don't carry.
She do say she'd rather have the money or something like that.
She was like, oh no, that's fine. I just need money. I don't jump in strangers' cars. And
she made the excuse.
Yeah, okay. So I kind of believed her, but I didn't give her anything because I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I have a card. And I came back the very next day because I was going to Taco Bell and in Amherst, and I seen her again, and she was bothering people. And she came back up to my car and used the same story about how she needed to get to Cleveland Clinic. Her daughter's having a baby, or Rainbow's Babies Hospital. Her daughter's having a baby or something like that. And I'm
Children's Hospital.
Yeah, and I'm like, I seen you just the other day. I'm like, and you're out here asking, and she just hurried up and walked away because she knew I caught on after I seen her, standing there and doing the same story again.
Wow.
She actually got yelled at by a guy. He told her he screamed right at her to get away from his car.
It's
It's ridiculous. It's still a problem. It's a major problem. You know, you got people,
this.
and you never know when you're going to come across somebody that's actually going to be that desperate to actually kill you over money just because they are that desperate over it.
Yeah. But the city and how it works is it's getting a little ridiculous. But,
Beyond ridiculous.
yeah, like the construction and homelessness.
Man, on my road, you're talking about construction. You talk about taking forever. My road, they don't even tear up the road and shave it down and cement it. They just they sit there and pour these little pebbles that get dug up within a couple of days, and then the road is back to being garbage again.
What I don't understand is why they do multiple things at once. Like from what I read online on the cityoflorraine.org, where all the news for the city is at, well, supposed to be at least. They said the bridge is going under a complete reconstruction.
Yeah, probably from all the years of.
But why would they start a complete restoration project and then try to start Broadway, all these little side roads, all at once?
I really don't know. That's going to take forever.
And half the time when I go across the bridge, I see no workers there at all. I'm like, finish.
You just start?
I'm like, finish the damn bridge.
Finish what you start. Don't take forever. Take like a couple years to fix it. It feels like a couple years how long it takes.
If it takes years to fix that bridge,
then there's something wrong.
Yeah. I'm like, just get it done. If it's that big of a deal, and it is, it's one of the two ways to get across to the east side.
Yeah, you got that, and you got Henderson.
Yeah, you got the Henderson. Well, you can go completely around and go through the south side of Lorraine.
But who wants to do that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of gas.
It's a lot of gas. Well, it adds up. It's not a lot of gas at once if you have to do it, but like for people who work there and they live on this side, where like right next to the bridge, the opening bridge, the Bascule Bridge, and they have to go all the way down to the 21st and then come all the way back just to go that way. It adds up, especially if people are doing it every day. And with how, for some reason, they keep making the bridge go up and down, even though nothing is coming under it. That's annoying.
Even with the construction that they're doing on it?
Yeah, well, I mean, everything that's on there is either attached with the magnets, like the little cones that are on the main, the middle strip where the bridge comes up. I'm sure those have magnets on it, but nothing is past that point where it lifts up. Like all the people who leave their cars there, like the construction cars and stuff like that, they're all like right before the whatever bar that is that keeps you from trying to go past the light. Like on the railroads, how they had those
the gates.
Yeah.
I forgot what those are called. I know those are railroad gates, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, but nothing is parked or sat past that point. But it's,
I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It's taking forever.
It is.
I mean, I see why they're fixing it, because you got to think all those years. You know, you got snow. You got
nothing really wrong with the bridge.
No, but you got all the years. You know, it probably hasn't been fixed, and it's hasn't been, you know, worked on, and you got all those years that you have the snow, that you got salt trucks and all that. You know, all that salt it just rusts out stuff. I mean, that's why you see cars that are all rusty because of the salt. It's probably
the joys of being in the Midwest.
But
you get all the snow.
That's probably why they're fixing it now, because they realize they probably seen that it's that bad and they need to take care of it before that whole bridge one day collapses and then the whole city gets sued for it. You never know.
That would be. I don't know. I guess it's the main project, being that from what I see on the internet, it's the biggest bascule bridge in the world. From what I told, it's the longest. It's it's the biggest opening bridge in the world, and we have two of them. We have two of the biggest ones. I can't remember where. I know the other one is in Ohio. I can't remember where. I think it's down there somewhere in Dayton or Cincinnati or something like that. But I just lost my train of thought. Forgot what I was going to talk about after that.
Well, you're talking about the biggest bridges.
Yeah, I can't remember. It seems like they've worked on the hotel a lot more than they have the actual.
Oh, the hotel next to the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing that they're fixing it because that was a bit of an eyesore.
That hotel.
Yeah. I remember walking
It's been empty since I was a little kid.
I remember walking in there
I remember anyways.
with my ex into the parking lot, just looking inside, and it was trashed. It looked bad.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing that they're fixing it because but
it seems like they're taking forever fixing that too now. But it seemed like they were working on that more than
the bridge and all that,
or like other side streets. But it's but now it seems like they completely put a hold on it. And I don't what do you think is going to happen after they open it? Because it's already been postponed. It was supposed to be opened in August, I think.
What, the hotel?
Yeah, it was supposed to be open in August, and now they pushed it to fall. So, but I don't see really no difference. I see them lit up the main lobby. I see them do that. That's about it.
I don't know. I think it's gonna look nice, but them putting it on hold.
What do you think about the hotel? What do you think the hotel is going to bring after it opens?
It's probably going to bring a lot of attention. Hopefully, good, not bad. Hopefully, it doesn't get all destroyed, and
Yeah, but I think they chose a sucky time to open it
because it's the worst time.
No, and it's not only. Well, because I think they opened it at the bad time. Well, trying to open it at the bad time, since from what I heard, Roverfest is no longer coming to Lorraine.
Why?
Because of all the fights and everything that happened last year. I think it was last year or the year before.
That's because Lorraine can't have nothing nice because people always got to ruin it.
But it's all they were doing was fighting and everything. But we still do have Rockin' on the River and stuff like that. But Roverfest was the biggest. And now they're going to open the hotel.
You would think you would think that hotel would have been open when Roverfest, because that'd bring a lot of.
It would have been because people come from Cleveland, Sandusky, Toledo, all to do
from far.
Yeah,
too.
They do.
Just to see famous
from far
people.
cities. Yeah, Ashtabula, all the surrounding areas. They come to Roverfest in Lorraine. That would have been a way better time to open a hotel. Would have kept people in the hotel, which would have brought us money. And people would have been, instead of wasting gas, they would have made Roverfest even more money. Instead of having to go home and come back, people would have been able to just stay at the hotel. It would have brought business down. Well, if there was businesses down there, but it would have brought more business down to downtown Lorraine and all the surrounding shops and stuff like that. But
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a good thing because that thing's been there for years. I'm surprised they didn't tear it down, but it's been there for years. And, they're rebuilding. What is it, Broadway?
Yes.
That whole area, and it's looking decent.
It is,
but hopefully,
it's from what I seen the blueprints of what it's supposed to look like, and it actually looks really nice. It seems like they're making it like a metropolitan area, like Elyria, and how Elyria is actually pretty busy downtown. There's a lot of stores.
I hope
got the courthouse. I think that's what brings a lot of businesses to the courthouse, because people people going in and out of the courthouse. They're always walking. So they're walking back and forth to where they have to park, and they go past stores, which brings them businesses and stuff like that. But
I'm just hoping that when they fix it and it looks nice, that they could open up.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason the mic cut out and it stopped recording. But Michael, as you were saying you were hoping that the hotel build brings businesses in Lorain.
Yeah, I'm hoping it brings business, and I'm hoping that when they are done building Broadway, they can, start fixing up those other buildings and putting businesses in there, bringing people on that street, making it busy and not dead like it normally looks.
Okay. Yeah, it's downtown Lorain. It has a lot of potential. It did have a lot of potential when in between maybe the 50s and the 50s, in between maybe the 80s. I'm not sure. I wasn't in the 80s. I was born in 92. But it's from what I see on the internet and from what I'm told, a lot of businesses in main areas start going out when their biggest provider goes out of business, like the steel mill. That, I think that alone cut out all the business from downtown Lorain, because when Ford left I don't know if you would. I think it is Lorain. It is Lorain. When Ford left Lorain, it cut out all the downtown business to Vermilion. A lot of businesses closed down there when Ford left to go to, I think it was Avon Lake. I think it's in Avon Lake.
I think it's in Avon.
It's Avon, something like that. But the steel mill closing, they need to reopen that and bring a lot more jobs. People would be able to spend money. People would be going downtown and stuff like that to buy their stuff. Because honestly,
if it was open, people would have, like you said, people would have jobs. We wouldn't have to be worrying.
It would, but it's because I'd much rather go to a mom and pop locally owned shop rather than going to Walmart.
Walmart's not even the best.
It's
bad. All you see when you go in there is opened up pop bottles.
You do. I've seen that too.
You see food that's been opened.
You see empty shelves because people like to take the stuff off the shelf, put it somewhere else, or sit it somewhere. And then you see the workers leaving their food wrappers and their pop, and customers do it too. But
I'm just surprised I haven't seen nobody open up like raw meat and start eating it. How people are down here, how crazy people are.
But Walmart is like the epitome of stores.
That's the one store people go to rob. In silence, they rob in there. God, I remember just going in there one day and I was like, man, they locked up the underwear in security boxes.
It depends on where you're at, what area, because I've been to the Elyria Walmart, Lorain, Avon.
Avon's pretty good. I don't think they lock up anything.
I've been to 4 different Walmarts. Each one has a different section that's locked up that the other ones don't. Yeah.
Yeah, like Lorain, they have the underwears that are locked up in security boxes that actually scream if you were to try to tamper with it. They set off an alarm.
Well, that's because they make them so expensive.
Well, that and because of certain,
like the T-shirts,
like certain
underwear,
brands,
like the Hanes and Fruit of the Loom, you got close to $20 for 5 shirts.
Those underwear is outrageous.
I'd rather buy the I can't remember their name. I think it's Gregory or something like that. Their T-shirts, they're cheap, and you can buy, and they're comfortable. But then you have Hanes, who is just Hanes, and they're almost triple the price.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Underwear is expensive, man. You see what, like $20 for 3 pairs of underwear when $20 should buy like what, 5 pairs, 6 pairs? It's ridiculous.
But I wanted to talk about the story that happened in August about the little girl dying that in that house fire. Her name was Serenity Wilson. Have you heard anything about that?
I honestly haven't until just recently because, I don't have a Facebook. My Facebook got deleted for some reason, but I don't really go on social media too much. I just go on YouTube, but after hearing about that and seeing it, I did a little search on it, and it's actually sad. I mean, but it's like, how did the parents were not able to find them?
That's what I didn't understand from what I read from, I think it was ABC News or ABC 7, something like that, news channel.
I seen mine on Fox when I seen it.
I read Fox's too, but the ABC seemed like they had a little bit more information
than Fox. Yeah.
Yeah, but from what I seen, did you see the video?
I seen the video, but it's like,
did you like the video of her mother talking?
Yeah, it kind of made me wonder. I was thinking, how are you talking so calm about it? I mean, that's your 7-year-old daughter, and I'm thinking,
right. That's what I didn't understand.
That's if that was me, I'd be breaking down because that's your kid. That's a part of, that was a part of you.
From when the interview started, and from when it happened, it was only been a few hours, and she's not crying, for one. And I know if I just lost my 7-year-old daughter a few hours ago, I probably wouldn't even be able to do an interview.
I wouldn't be able to. I would turn it down. I'd be like, I'm not ready to. I'm not talking.
But she just straight faced that interview. No, I didn't see I didn't see anybody crying actually in that video. And from what I hear is, or actually before that, what I understand is, how do you, another adult, and 4 other people get out of the house and not remember your 7-year-old daughter?
Yeah, but not her. And wasn't there something said that she was locked in her room?
That's what I heard. I heard she was locked in her room, locked in a room, and she was in a fetal position next to the door.
Hopefully that was not true. Hopefully that was just...
It's...
Because if she was locked in the room, that'd be really bad.
There has to be some truth to it, because whether how it happened or any other way, I still can't get over the fact that from what it says, there were 6 people in the house. Everybody got out except her. So 5 people got out of the house, 2 adults, and 3 other people, actually. Yeah, 3 other people, not 4. Yeah, 2 adults and 3 other kids. How do you not notice her not there?
And then afterwards go busting out windows to get her?
That's what I understand. She said she was trying to find her. If it happened, I can't remember. I'm going to look it up real quick, see when it happened. Let's see. That's okay. It's yeah, let's see. Okay, Fox News 5. Here it is, I think. See what time it happened. Okay. Okay. It says it happened at 3:15 in the morning. 3:15 in the morning, everybody should be asleep in their bed. Correct.
Well, yeah, but you know how people are nowadays. They don't even sleep at night for some reason.
Okay, so then if she was not asleep, she's up in her room probably. There's only a few rooms that a 7-year-old is going to go in by herself anyways. Her room may be the living room.
Or running around playing.
But at 3:15 in the morning, I doubt she's playing. But
Who knows? But you never know.
In the video, the mom says she was looking all over for her, breaking windows and looking for her. I'm like, how do you not know where your 7-year-old is? I don't understand that. How do you not know where your 7-year-old is at 3 o'clock in the morning? I don't know. I think that's the whole story seems a little suspect.
I mean, I kind of understand when she said she was looking for her, because I mean, you probably never know if she actually got out of her room.
But there's only one of a few places she can be.
But I mean, if you're,
and you don't hear her screaming, whether the fire got to her room or not, I'm sure the room was filled with smoke. And if she was asleep, she should have woke up, and you should have known where she was at. But it's
just suspicious.
It is, and I think there needs to be, from what I can see, I don't see any newer stories to it, but the whole thing needs to be investigated further. But what else? On a lighter note, Liam Neeson's in Portage County in Ohio, obviously. I don't even know where Portage County is. Let's see. Actually, before we talk about that, I wanted to talk about the person that got arrested for the threat to Lorraine High School. I didn't read the story. I just seen on Facebook that somebody threatened to shoot up the school.
And all these school shootings everywhere.
Yeah, it's becoming a trend for some reason. There's even joke about shooting up a school or something. And
then they want to cry about it afterwards when they do.
No, I mean, not the people. I mean, I can understand the adults, like the older people who cry and want the stuff to stop happening, but it seems to be happening with millennials, and the Gen Z seems to be wanting it. Like, they're not seeking out help. That's all they want to do is just make jokes about everything. And the ones that don't make jokes about everything, they just want to go shoot up anything. They don't want to seek help for any of it. And it becoming a trend to want to be part of what's going on is where people judge us millennials for, I don't know. But I'm glad was it a he or she that did it?
More than likely a he.
Says the department has stated, due to its continued investigation into the matter, it will not be releasing the identity of the person in custody at this time. Last Thursday, Lorraine High School, General Jenny Wilson, Frank Jacinto, and Washington Elementary. Wait, where was? Okay, and Washington Elementary were placed on a lockdown. Only students from the high school were sent home. Why? Well, and younger. Okay. Well, still. Only the high school students were sent home before the lockdown was lifted. The district urged anyone with questions. Okay.
I wouldn't doubt, because I know there are people out there that do threats like that just so school can be let out early.
That is retarded.
There are some that actually do that, and then there are some that actually are serious and they want to shoot up a school for no reason, all because of what? People making fun of you or some shit. It's just ridiculous. Honestly,
it's this PC culture we're dealing with. The politically correct. culture. But it's something we got to get over because it's not politically correct to discipline your kids anymore. There's no discipline going around with
I think
kids.
discipline's good to a point. I mean,
Discipline is good. A few little whoops or smacks on the butt, maybe on the hand, never in the face. It's never okay to hit in the face, but
it's never okay to abuse. But I mean,
well, yeah,
to
obviously,
but to discipline, that's normal. But kids ain't getting disciplined nowadays, and they're just running all over, doing stupid stuff, robbing people, acting stupid, and then when stuff happens, parents want to sit there and be like, "Oh, my kid got straight A's, this and that," and it's like that doesn't take away from the fact that they were acting like this. It's all because people don't want discipline probably because of the abuse, people abusing their kids and taking it too far.
But the straight A's really don't matter anyways, because what the no child left behind, even if they got F's, they still got pushed. It's like they're not even trying to teach the kids anymore. They're just trying to get them out. But now we can talk about the Liam Neeson. Have you watched any of his movies? I've seen a few.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I should. I bought some movies, taken all the way from 1 to 3, and I haven't watched them yet. I've only seen some of it, and it actually doesn't look bad, but I never seen it, which is kind of bad.
Let's see. I can't remember what movie he was in that I've seen that was really good. Let's see. I know there was a. It's okay. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. Schindler's List. You ever see that? Have you seen any? Wait, you said you've never seen any of his movies, right?
I don't think I have. I mean, I bought Taken.
What about Star Wars? Have you ever seen Star Wars?
No.
With the one with Darth Maul?
No, I'm not really much a fan of. I'm not even a fan of Star Wars.
We just lost our co-host.
Yeah, I bet.
He was in Batman. You seen Batman Begins?
Yeah.
Okay, he was in that.
Okay, I can say I've seen one movie by him.
But Schindler's List, it was about a guy who owned a business who only hired Jewish people, and he freed them. He was taking them from Nazi Germany and giving them jobs and freeing them and helping and stuff like that. Star Wars. That I don't know. I think that was one of the good ones. Phantom Menace, one with Darth Maul. He was in a lot of movies, actually. A lot of good movies, but I've never seen them. But the new movie he's in, I think it's called, let's see if I can look it up real quick. I know it's called Minutemen, I believe. It's, okay, what is with the site? Okay. Yeah, the Minuteman. Okay, Minuteman. That's what he's filming in the Portage County. It says a rancher on the Arizona border becomes the unlikely defender of a young Mexican boy desperately fleeing the cartel assassins who pursued him into the United States. They don't really give you much. And why that's what I don't understand about movies. They use sites in Ohio and they never give credit in Ohio. They never it's always somewhere, it's supposed to be based somewhere else. It's never Ohio.
They could at least credit us. I mean,
I'm sure they do at the end, but they like inside the movie they never give any credit to Ohio. Like Captain America, that was filmed here.
in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, I think it was Cleveland. Spider-Man. I know Spider-Man was. I think a couple Spider-Mans actually were filmed in Cleveland because I can understand the Spider-Man and Captain America because they're supposed to be based in New York, and being since 9/11 happened, they don't really do much of any filming there anymore. But they can, any other movie they can at least give us credit where like they're based somewhere else, or they can make a movie about somewhere in Ohio.
I mean, you got Cleveland. Cleveland good. You got Columbus.
You got Mansfield.
You got Cincinnati. You got all over.
You got the Mansfield prison that was filmed, and that was I forgot. Lil Wayne made a music video there.
In Mansfield's prison?
He recorded outside the prison. I think it was Fireman. That video, that song. He filmed that there. I think I want to say Shawshank Redemption. Not sure. I think that was filmed there.
Oh, let me look that out.
In Mansfield prison.
Let me look that out. Where was
It's
Shawshank Redemption filmed?
yeah.
Didn't even have to spell it out. Ohio State Reformatory.
Yeah, I think it was Mansfield, the Mansfield prison. But it's, I don't know. I hear they're supposed to be making a movie, a horror movie based on a road in Akron.
There's a road in Akron that's
on it. I think they're supposed to be making a movie about it. But yeah, I think that's all for tonight. We're recording this pretty late. It's 1:34 in the morning. It is nice having you on the show.
It was nice being here.
I look forward to having many, many more episodes alongside you. You can view the podcast on iTunes, Google, Breaker, Radio Public, and there's one other one. I think I can't remember, but you could also view us on YouTube at the Steel City Podcast. We will see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Steel City Podcast.